What's going on, Bloodborne fans? This is JuicyBoy98/TwisterDon coming at you with another Bloodborne PvP video. In this video, we are using the Chikage, and we're using a little bit of some gunplay action. So, I have held off on using a Bloodtinge build and a katana and a gun for the longest. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you see me trying to come up with anything to make PvP a little different. Anything from like using the wood shield, or using any kind of weapon that's not as mainstream. And I know on my skill build, I was using the Blades of Mercy, and I don't have any of the high speed gems on any of my builds yet. I know on this particular build I have maybe plus 20%. That's as high as I've got right now. I haven't finished the Chalice Dungeons because I've been so busy, and I've been so trying to get more PvP experience. Every time I play, that's what I want to do. Because I'm not a big farmer. I don't have the time to farm anymore. But anyways, a little bit about this build, man. Like I said, I don't think it's all hyped up as what people say. And that is concerning the Chikage. I mean, it's a good weapon. It does a lot of damage if you have 50 Bloodtinge. But you have to be in the two-handed form, so everybody's trying to hit you two-handed. So I mean, it's very predictable, and I didn't have as much success as I thought I would with it. Maybe I'm not as good with it yet as I need to be, but I compare it to something like the Ludwig's or even the Blades of Mercy or anything. I would say it's a little better. Now, as far as the Ludwig's go, I don't know. I can't make that choice yet. I can't say that's better than Ludwig's yet. It does more damage in the two-handed form, but being able to one-hand the Ludwig's and constantly have that gun spam, and constantly have that R1 spam, is very convenient. Not having to swap the two-handed and stuff. So that's my thoughts on that. Now, what makes the Bloodtinge build so effective? It's not necessarily the katana, man. It's the ability to use the gun. When you think about the gun, it's such an effective tool, because with the Bloodtinge you actually do damage. And here is my Ludwig's build, and I really like this setup right here. It's really effective. And like now, I think I've accepted the fact that you got to have a gun. So the gun is so effective because you can hit somebody with chip damage of 100 to 200 damage from long distance in just the press of a button. You've got enough ammo to keep doing that. When it comes to up close, you can stun an opponent. Even if they're trying to trade with you, you can stun them with a gun. So even if they're trying to come up to you and spam the R1, you can stun them with a gun. Not to mention the fact that you could actually parry them and then get a visceral attack and maybe even finish them in one or even two hits. So when I say that, what I'm really trying to say is it's a very low risk, high reward type of weapon. That's all the guns. Well, most of the guns. So you can hit somebody from across the map with chip damage. You can parry somebody and get a visceral attack. You don't have to worry about being punished. There's no really good backstab system set up on this game. You ain't got to worry about trading because you have the automatic stun. So I mean, it's just something that everybody can do, And a lot of the visceral attacks I get in this video is just because it's just me using the gun. And when I use the gun, I try to mix it up between R1s and L1s. That's why, like I said earlier, I like the Ludwig's sword because it's a powerful sword. It doesn't do as much damage as the Chikage in its two-handed form, but you have that constant ability to spam the gun, the constant ability to spam the R1. So I have mixed thoughts on that situation, but definitely the gun is something that you really shouldn't do without, because just the ability to parry somebody and not even mean to parry them. I mean, you have the guys who want to come along and they want to spam their R1s. Yeah, you can see that coming and you can get a parry off of those guys. So those guys are just stupid. You know what I'm saying? So, but in most matches where you've got a mixture of dashes, a mixture of R1s, a mixture of gunplay, a lot of the situation, it seems like you get those random visceral, random parries, and I don't know how I feel about that, really. You know, I would like to think that Dark Souls, and even Dark Souls 2, required a little bit of skill to set up a parry, because you had to set up the parry and you had to do it at the right time. So if the guy was spamming the R1, you had to have the right frame to hit that parry. If you missed, you would get punished. How would you get punished? You would get stun locked, or you would take the damage from the actual sword or the weapon that was swinging on you. So that is why I say, you know, low risk, high reward. There's no way to punish it, especially in Dark Souls 2. Fuck, if you missed a fucking parry, man, it's over with. And like, you had different ways to set up the parry. You don't really have different ways to set up a parry on this one. It's just boom, there it is. You know, like this guy right here. He comes straight into the match, gets parries. But anyways, you know, some of the weapons that I think that are really good, some of the weapons I think that are hard to fight against. I do think the katana is up there as one of the better weapons, because it can do so much damage, and it's not even the fact that it's easy to dodge or predictable. It's the fact that it does so much damage if it hits you. And if it was slow, if it had a slow moveset, then you wouldn't even have to worry about it. It could do 1,000,000 damage, but you could dodge it. But the fact is, it is fast. And even if it is predictable, it's still a force to be reckoned with. And like I said, Ludwig's sword, I think it's up there. It's fast. It can do a lot of damage. I like the one-handed form of that. The burial blade seems to be pretty good. It's got some crazy range. And there you saw me dying to the threaded cane. We get a rematch. Well, I wouldn't say rematch. I think this is a different guy, but he does have the threaded cane. I think the threaded cane can have some potential. I have never used it, but it's got that long range, man. It can outrange you. It does pretty decent damage. You saw in that last video. What else? I don't know. That's really the main weapons I have a problem with fighting against. Is not necessarily that I have a problem fighting with Ludwigs. I have success with Ludwigs. Some people I don't have problems with the katana. Some people I do. But the threaded cane is pretty hard. Pretty good weapon, I think, because it's quick and it's got good range. It can do pretty decent damage. I don't really have much trouble against Blades of Mercy users. And when I say, you know, this is what I have trouble against, this is what I'm good with, it's limited experience. It's just my experience. So you may fight somebody who's badass with a Saw Spear or something, and I may fight 15 people in a row that suck with it. So I don't know. Overall, I'm continuing with this build. I'm continuing with this setup. We'll finish the challenge dungeon and get some good gems, because this build, the Chikage does good PvE damage against some of these bosses. I can say that it definitely does some damage there. You can constantly hit with it. I think it's a pretty cool looking weapon too. So I don't know. I've got my other builds, like I said, my skill build. I would love to up the threaded cane and the burial blade and try those guys out and upload some videos. But this was just a real quick video. I haven't uploaded in a while, so hope you watched and enjoyed some of the PvP here. But definitely, man, Bloodtinge and the gun, it's so powerful in PvP. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, please stay tuned for more Bloodborne videos. And Jujutsu Boy 98 is out, guys. Thanks for watching.